Number 1. The lavish wedding of the Arab elite. Saudi Arabia has long asserted its position as an oil powerhouse, but behind that lies an ancient culture shrouded in mystery. It's the 5th largest country in Asia, where desert covers 90% of its territory. The climate is extremely arid, and you won't find any natural rivers on any map. To survive, its people rely entirely on groundwater and desalination technology. In fact, Saudi Arabia is the world's largest producer of fresh water from the sea, operating a massive system of plants that filter over 5 million cubic meters of clean water daily. Bustling metropolises like Riyadh and Jeddah depend on this multi-billion-dollar artificial water supply network. If you've ever been amazed by the lavish weddings in Hollywood, the Saudi elite sets a completely different standard. Weddings here are a display of power, prosperity, and the prestige of the entire family. The cost of a single evening's party can easily exceed tens of millions of dollars. The amount of diamonds adorning guests is so immense that their sparkle can overwhelm the hall's lighting system. The key difference is that the bride and groom do not appear together. Male and female guests are seated in completely separate spaces. Inside the women's hall, a world of splendor and freedom unfolds. Abayas and headscarves are set aside, making way for high-fashion designs from Chanel or Dior. To ensure absolute privacy for women when removing their headscarves, all mobile phones and cameras are checked and confiscated by security at the entrance. In this secure space, women can freely shine with their glamorous makeup and immerse themselves in musical performances. The men's area, on the other hand, is steeped in the solemnity of tradition. Arabic coffee is served continuously alongside platters of whole roasted lamb. Hundreds of men, dressed in long white robes, perform the Ada dance to the rhythmic beat of drums. This ancient sword dance, performed by desert warriors before battle, has been recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Many powerful families even arrange for cavalrymen riding purebred Arabian horses to welcome guests. Only after the grand feast ends do the couple reunite in a room filled with gilded gifts. If you're curious to know how expensive the groom's dowry for the bride is, leave a comment with the number 1. We'll reveal the details in the comments section. Number 2. The ultimate power of the Arabian royal family. Speaking of the world's greatest power and wealth, the Al-Saud royal family of Saudi Arabia is one of the rare dynasties that has maintained absolute power from the 18th century to the present day. This family began ruling in 1744 and still controls the entire government system. Although it has approximately 15,000 members, only a small group of about 2,000 truly holds political power and manages its vast fortune. Their total assets are estimated to exceed $1.4 trillion, far surpassing any other royal family on Earth. This unparalleled wealth largely stems from the royal family's control over the national oil network, particularly the Saudi Aramco Energy Corporation, whose market capitalization consistently exceeds $2 trillion. The people view the royal family not only as leaders, but also as protectors of the nation and Islam. Any public criticism of the royal family is considered a serious crime. Images of the king and crown prince are ubiquitous, reflecting the deep cultural ties between the people and the monarchy. Saudi citizens often view the king as the father figure of the nation. The tradition of direct royal intervention has persisted for centuries. To this day, the king and high-ranking officials maintain public meetings called majlis. In these spaces, any ordinary citizen has the right to enter and directly submit petitions or present personal requests to the country's leaders. If you want to see the power of the Saudi royal family most clearly, the capital Riyadh is the perfect illustration. From a small muddy oasis in the past, the immense financial resources of the Al-Saud royal family have transformed Riyadh into a dazzling metropolis, where glass and steel skyscrapers rise proudly in the heart of the harsh desert. Number 3. Arabian horse with luxurious privileges. Arabian horses are recognized as one of the oldest horse breeds in the world, with a history spanning over 4,000 years. The nomadic Bedouin tribes once raised them in their tents to protect their purebred genes and treated them as family members. Their endurance is extraordinary, allowing them to traverse hundreds of kilometers of scorching desert. During severe droughts, when water was unavailable, the nomads even milked camels to feed the horses, helping them maintain their strength for survival. Thanks to their incredible resilience, they were once the spearhead of many powerful empires throughout history. Their perfect appearance makes them highly sought after as living treasures. They are distinguished by their small heads and tails that always curve upwards proudly when running, a result of their unique bone structure. Purebred Arabian horses have only 17 ribs and 5 lumbar vertebrae, one less than most common horse breeds in the world. This biological difference allows them to raise their tails and move with exceptional agility on sandy terrain. A single individual with royal blood can easily fetch $1 million. It was this superior genetic makeup of the Arabian horse that European nobility used to breed the renowned thoroughbred racehorses of England in the 17th century. Today, Arabian horse competitions are incredibly extravagant events with millions of dollars in prize money and expensive supercars. These horses strut under the spotlight like international superstars. At major events in Dubai or Riyadh, judges meticulously evaluate every detail of their appearance and demeanor. This is a platform for powerful families to assert their exclusive status. To maintain their peak performance, these living treasures enjoy the most luxurious care, with air-conditioned stables, swimming pools, relaxing spas, and veterinarians on duty 24/7. Their diet includes barley, dates, and desert herbs. When competing internationally, they travel by private jet. Despite living in luxury, this breed of horse remains an enduring symbol of the warrior spirit of the Middle Eastern people. Number 4. The silent warriors of the desert. Arab women are renowned for their eyes, which hold more cultural depth than superficial beauty. Their high eye sockets, naturally thick eyelashes, and rare eye colors like amber brown or ash gray are a result of genetic intermingling among Red Sea tribes. For generations, women have had to cover their faces in public, making their eyes the most important means of communication. To protect their eyes from the harsh sun and desert dust, they often use kohl. This is a black eyeshadow made from ground natural ore that absorbs sunlight, effectively reducing glare, similar to how American football players apply dark eyeshadow before playing. Therefore, the beauty of Arab eyes is a perfect blend of history, environment, and religion. This allure is even more evident in the context of a traditional society that limits direct contact between men and women. Eyes become a signal that speaks louder than words, expressing concern while maintaining a safe and proper distance. Few know that these women with their enigmatic eyes also bear the brunt of the survival skills of nomadic life. From the age of 5, Bedouin children begin learning to ride camels and observe wind direction for navigation. By adolescence, they are proficient in pitching tents and caring for livestock. These traditional tents are hand-woven by women using black goat hair, a very special material that automatically inflates and tightens when soaked by rainwater, providing absolute waterproofing for the living space inside. They also identify more than 10 types of desert herbs used for first aid and treatment. As adults, Bedouin women continue to undertake tasks requiring endurance. They learn to build summer fires from the age of 12 and maintain the fire throughout the night. In festivals, they participate in sword dances to honor their ancestors. They are also the inheritors of tagrudda, an ancient form of singing recognized by UNESCO. These verses are chanted in perfect rhythm with the camel's footsteps, helping the animal move more steadily and making the journey across the desert, spanning tens of kilometers, seem shorter. These skills transform Bedouin women into true symbols of strength and wisdom. Number 5. The billion-dollar city only awakens at night. Stepping outside in Riyadh in the morning can feel like entering a forgotten city. Under the extreme desert heat, daytime temperatures often reach 50 degrees Celsius. The stifling heat immediately brings to mind the harsh weather of Death Valley in California during the middle of summer. Going outside becomes a major challenge, so people choose to stay indoors using high-powered air conditioning. However, when the sun sets, the city seems to awaken from a long slumber. Traditional markets light up, and cafes are packed with people. On the avenues, a stream of supercars, from Rolls-Royces to Bugattis, flows by. Because Saudi Arabian citizens don't pay personal income tax, the wealthy have ample financial resources to freely collect the world's most expensive cars. Most residents only truly venture out to enjoy life after 1900. Riyadh City Avenue is the heart of this transformation, with its many vibrant live music venues. Luxury restaurants offer a diverse culinary experience, with chefs from Europe boasting Michelin stars. Driving along the avenue at night, the lights reflecting off the road create a glamorous atmosphere reminiscent of a Hollywood movie. Another impressive highlight is the Sky Bridge at the Kingdom Tower, offering panoramic views of the glittering Riyadh skyline. The high-end restaurants here serve only non-alcoholic cocktails and exquisite dishes. Because Islamic law in the country completely prohibits the sale and consumption of alcohol in any form, bartenders are forced to create sophisticated alternative drinks. Next door is the Riyadh Front Complex, a modern open-air space that attracts young people with contemporary music events and art exhibitions that last all night. Finally, there is Diriyah, the birthplace of the Al-Saud royal family and the first capital in the 15th century. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, this area is transforming into a top-tier luxury destination. The Saudi Arabian government is currently pouring a massive investment of up to $60 billion into a comprehensive urban redevelopment. The area is expected to feature 7-star hotels and renowned restaurant chains, while still preserving its harmonious blend of ancient mud brick architecture. Number 6. The opulent lives of the super-rich in Arabia. The concept of luxury in Saudi Arabia often surpasses conventional imagination. Many cities in the country report dangerously high road temperatures during midday sun, causing the asphalt to become so hot that shoes can deform. To address this, engineers have developed underground cooling systems to safely lower the surface temperature. For example, around the Grand Mosque in Mecca, the government uses a special white marble called thassos, imported directly from Greece. This marble has a unique crystalline structure that reflects sunlight and absorbs moisture at night, keeping the surface cool even when outside air temperatures reach 50 degrees Celsius. These climate-controlled roads create a futuristic feel, where technology and wealth coexist in every detail of life. On these roads, you'll frequently encounter convoys of luxury cars moving slowly, like an informal parade. Lamborghini Aventadors, Ferraris, or Bugatti Chirons appear in the hands of drivers wearing traditional white robes, creating a unique contrast. Many cars are entirely gold-plated from the body to the interior. Billionaire Turki bin Abdullah once caused a stir in the West when he airlifted an entire fleet of gold-plated supercars worth over $1.5 million, including Mercedes, Bentley, and Rolls-Royce, from Riyadh to London just for his summer vacation. The Saudi royal family is even famous for owning a solid gold Rolls-Royce Phantom worth several $million. The passion for gold isn't limited to cars, it also extends to the world of yachts, creating magnificent floating fortresses on the sea. In everyday life, gold permeates even the most familiar products. In some supermarkets, you can easily find high-end coffee, perfume, or chocolate encased in real 24-karat gold. Luxury stores even sell diamond-encrusted smartphones. Many 5-star hotels serve edible gold-sprinkled desserts as part of their standard menu. The popularity of gold has reached a point where many cities have equipped themselves with ATMs that dispense small, pure gold bars instead of cash. These machines, called Gold to Go, are designed with bulletproof steel casings and incorporate a computer system that automatically updates world gold prices every 10 minutes to ensure absolute accuracy for each transaction. The most prominent example of this level of wealth is the city of Jeddah on the Red Sea coast. From a small fishing village, Jeddah now boasts one of the highest concentrations of millionaires in the world. This place also boasts the world's tallest fountain, the King Fahd Fountain, capable of shooting water jets over 300 meters high at a speed of 375 kilometers per hour, consuming an enormous amount of electricity just to power and maintain its operation each day. Throughout the desert, wealthy individuals still organize supercar races and conquer sand dunes in Ferraris or Lamborghinis, attracting thousands of spectators and becoming symbols of the luxurious lifestyle of the upper class. Number 7. A mega entertainment city in the heart of the desert. Qiddiya city is the clearest evidence of Saudi Arabia's ambition to become the world's entertainment capital. Located about 40 kilometers from the center of Riyadh, this megacity covers a vast area of 360 square kilometers with an investment budget of approximately $40 billion. Dubbed the City of Fun, Qiddiya brings together everything from sports and arts to water parks and luxury resorts. This is a core effort in the Vision 2030 strategy aimed at helping the nation escape the shadow of its oil industry. The centerpiece of the complex is the Six Flags Qiddiya, featuring 28 diverse rides. Most astonishing is the Falcon's Flight roller coaster, designed to hurtle through a massive artificial cliff, promising to break all world records for speed and height. But that's not all. The complex also includes the Aquarabia water park and a massive theme park modeled after the Dragon Ball universe. The investment of billions of dollars in these projects demonstrates Saudi Arabia's unprecedented spending power. Besides the amusement parks, Qiddiya is also planning a Formula One racetrack called Speed Park. This track boasts 21 challenging corners with a terrain gradient of over 100 meters. In particular, the 70-meter-high The Blade corner is sure to provide an unparalleled thrill for drivers. The first step in this racetrack's development is hosting the world's first hydrogen-powered car race in 2025. When fully operational, Qiddiya is expected to attract 48 million visitors annually, with entrance fees comparable to renowned parks like Disney World. This mega-project will not only create over 325,000 new jobs, but is also expected to generate billions of dollars annually, playing a leading role in the country's future economy. Number 8. The Desert Killer, more expensive than a supercar. In Arabia, falcons are not just pets, but also the ultimate symbol of power and royalty. The value of a rare individual can reach millions of dollars depending on its lineage. At a large-scale auction in Riyadh, a giant white falcon of the American Gerfalcon breed fetched a record price of $473,000. This bird embodies the warrior spirit of ancient nomads. Falcon competitions are always grand events with prize money totaling millions of dollars. Here, birds are rigorously judged on their flight speed, hunting skills, and physique. Images of these birds soaring freely over the desert always create incredibly impressive footage. To maintain their performance, falcons receive medical care like superstars. Many wealthy families even build sterile, air-conditioned rooms to protect them. To protect wildlife and prevent smuggling, Gulf governments have issued green passports with unique identification numbers for each individual bird. Thanks to this legal passport, falcons are allowed to board the passenger cabins of major commercial airlines and have their own seats, just like humans. However, hidden behind that proud beauty is an extremely dangerous beast. Their razor-sharp talons and lightning-fast dives can cause serious injury if the owner mishandles the bird. When locking onto a target and diving, a peregrine falcon can reach speeds exceeding 380 kilometers per hour, faster than the top speed of a Formula One race car. Owners must always equip their falcons with thick leather gloves and specialized hoods. These leather hoods protect the bird's incredibly sensitive eyes, preventing its nervous system from being overstimulated by the movement of people around it. This is a luxurious hobby, but it demands immense caution and responsibility. Number 9. The terrifying unwritten rules when traveling in Arabia. While Saudi Arabia is developing its tourism industry and relaxing many regulations to attract visitors, a strict set of cultural and religious rules remains in place that anyone visiting must adhere to. One of the most important aspects concerns attire. Both men and women must dress modestly in public to show respect for society. Women are typically required to cover their arms and legs and wear long abayas in traditional areas. To enforce this, the government has issued an official code of conduct, which stipulates fines of up to hundreds of dollars for male tourists wearing shorts above the knee in shopping malls. Displays of affection are also something tourists must be very mindful of. In Western countries, hugging or kissing in public is normal, but in Saudi Arabia, the police have the right to immediately arrest anyone engaging in such behavior. The regulations regarding alcohol are even stricter, with drinking or bringing alcohol into the country being completely prohibited. All luggage of international travelers entering the country at the airport is subjected to extremely thorough X-ray scanning. Even imported chocolate boxes containing a small amount of alcohol will be confiscated and destroyed on the spot by customs officials. Social interaction in public is also a concern, with restaurants always separating family areas from single people. According to traditional Islamic law, a man and a woman who are not related by blood or marriage are considered to be alone together in what is called khalwa and is strictly prohibited by law. An Egyptian tourist was arrested in 2018 simply for having breakfast with a female colleague in the family area and filming it. Finally, the strictest rule. Non-Muslims are absolutely not allowed to enter Mecca or Medina. These two cities are exclusively for Muslims. The large traffic signs on the highway leading to the holy site are uniquely designed. Green signs indicate a straight path to the Muslim center, while red signs require non-Muslim visitors to take a detour to avoid crossing the sacred boundary. Checkpoints are always on hand to deter violators, with penalties including expulsion or flogging. Number 10. Saudi Arabia's billion-dollar projects. To cope with its arid terrain and scarce rainfall, Saudi Arabia has poured over $1 billion into a cloud seeding program. Aircraft are deployed to scatter salt and silver iodide into the air to stimulate rainmaking, increasing natural water levels by 20 to 30% each year. This massive project has made them a leading nation in climate control in the Middle East. In addition, because they have virtually no natural rivers, the nation's livelihood relies entirely on desalination technology. The Ras Al Khaimah plant currently holds the world record for supplying over 1 million cubic meters of fresh water per day, enough to feed 5 million people. Beyond holding the record for oil reserves, Saudi Arabia also boasts the largest airport on the planet. King Fahd International Airport spans an area of 780 square kilometers, nearly the size of the entire city of New York in the United States. Since 1999, this place has become a giant gateway welcoming millions of pilgrims. Even more surprisingly, their ambitions now extend beyond Earth. The arrival of astronaut Rayana Banawi on the International Space Station in 2023, along with collaboration with the US Space Agency, demonstrates the Desert Kingdom's determination to reach for the stars. Number 11. An unsolved mystery in Arabia. In the Tabuk region, scientists are still baffled by the phenomenon of red sand dunes spontaneously emitting a faint glow at night. Some theories suggest it's a rare form of bioluminescence, while others believe the minerals reflect moonlight in a peculiar way. Although it only occurs a few times a year, the true cause remains a great mystery, making it one of the most enigmatic sites in Saudi Arabia. Advancing toward the Ma'dan Saleh area, you'll find over 900 archaeological sites, but only about 20% have been excavated. Massive tombs like Qasr al-Bint remain untouched due to local fears of curses from ancient Islamic legends. Archaeological teams have encountered drone signal loss and sensor malfunctions when venturing deeper into the area. To protect these historical mysteries, UNESCO and the authorities have decided to preserve the area in its current state. Not far away lies the ancient city of Hegra, with its 131 tombs carved directly into the sandstone. Once a bustling transit point on the spice route connecting Yemen and the Levant in the 1st century, the Nabatean civilization suddenly vanished completely. The exquisite stone carving techniques, so sophisticated they look like they were done with modern technology, combined with the mysterious disappearance of an entire empire, have made Hegra the greatest enigma in the heart of the Arabian desert. Number 12. The strange communication rules of the Arabs. For a very long time, Saudi Arabia enforced extremely strict gender segregation. In restaurants, cafes, and public spaces, areas were always divided into family zones for women and singles zones for men. Even weddings were held in two completely separate halls. Although these laws began to loosen in 2019, gender boundaries remain deeply ingrained in the daily lives of the local population. Unlike many countries where traditional clothing is only worn on special occasions, people here wear it daily as a way of honoring their religion. Men often wear white thobes to keep cool in the desert heat, while women always wear discreet black abayas when going out. Even the super-rich favor custom-designed abayas from luxury brands like Dior or Gucci, costing thousands of dollars, creating a perfect blend of tradition and high fashion. According to local cultural beliefs, the left hand is often associated with personal hygiene and is therefore considered unclean. Consequently, all actions, from picking up food and exchanging items to pouring water, must be done with the right hand. This rule of etiquette is strictly enforced during meals and important religious ceremonies. Finally, when entering ancient markets, bargaining is not just a way of buying and selling, but also an art of communication. Vendors often quote prices about 30% higher than the actual value, waiting for customers to negotiate. If you accept the first price, you will be considered uncultured. This tradition is the most vivid evidence of the long-standing commercial spirit of the Arab tribes. Number 13. The best street food in the Bay Area. Upon arriving in Saudi Arabia, visitors will immediately be treated to kabza, the king of Gulf rice dishes. The main ingredients are chicken or lamb marinated with cinnamon, cloves, and cardamom. To create its distinctive aroma, chefs often add dried desert black lime, giving the dish a tangy and smoky flavor. The slow cooking process allows the meat and rice grains to absorb the flavors. Next is mandi, a rice dish distinguished by its cooking method in a clay oven dug deep underground. Fat from the grilled meat above drips directly into the saffron-smoked rice below for hours, creating an authentic smoky flavor. This dish is always present at important festivals. Jarish offers a more rustic aspect. This wheat porridge, cooked with minced meat and spicy seasonings, creates a warm and comforting atmosphere for gatherings. With a history spanning hundreds of years, Jarish has been officially recognized by the government as a national dish to preserve its cultural heritage. Mutabak is a quintessential example of street food, featuring a crispy crust encasing a filling of minced meat and caramelized onions. Its appearance and texture are similar to savory French crepes, but it's infused with the spicy flavors of the Middle East. Finally, there's salig, a rice dish cooked in chicken broth, fresh milk, and butter. Many compare it to risotto. However, salig requires short-grain rice for its stickiness and is always served with a spicy tomato paste to balance the richness of the butter and milk. Number 14. The billion-dollar super festival of the rich. The Janadreya Festival, held annually in February on the outskirts of Riyadh, is Saudi Arabia's largest cultural event. For 2 weeks, millions flock here to witness camel parades, the majestic Al-Saud dance, and thrilling horse races. It's also a stage for poetry and traditional crafts, such as carpet weaving and knife making. Each province sets up its own booths to showcase local specialties and architecture, helping people preserve their ancient nomadic heritage. National Day, celebrated on September 23rd, is not only a commemorative occasion, but also a nationwide celebration. Cities are illuminated by dazzling fireworks and artistic lighting. People in traditional attire participate in street parades accompanied by lively music. A particularly striking sight is the procession of expensive luxury cars adorned with the national flag, proudly gliding along the avenues. To see the ambition to reach global prominence, look at Riyadh season. Taking place from October to January, it's the largest entertainment mega event in the Middle East. More than 15 themed areas operate at full capacity to host international music festivals, light shows, and world-class food courts. The event also hosts heavyweight sporting events such as boxing and American wrestling. Riyadh season is a powerful statement of the goal to transform the country into the new global entertainment capital. Number 15. A fictional city in the heart of the desert. Not far from the capital Riyadh, the edge of the world cliffs give you the feeling of standing on the edge of the earth. Located on the Tuwaiq mountain range, over 150 million years old, these wind-swept cliffs open up to a vast sea of sand, making it one of the most spectacular camping and sunset viewing spots in central Saudi Arabia. Moving on to Jeddah, the 312-meter-high King Fahd fountain is sure to awe you. Next to it is the heritage old town of Al-Balad, with its 400-year-old houses built entirely from coral and teak wood. You can also wander through traditional markets or dive into the Red Sea to explore rare, pristine coral reefs. Representing the future is the $500 billion NEOM mega project in Tabuk. At its center is the Line, a straight 170-kilometer-long city powered by clean energy and completely car-free. With its diverse landscape encompassing deserts, mountains, and the sea, NEOM represents the nation's ambitious flagship in the field of tourism technology. And let me know if you're interested in visiting Saudi Arabia after learning about these amazing aspects of the culture. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so we can see you in our next video. Thank you so much for your time with us today. I hope you enjoyed it. Your support truly means a lot. If you have any thoughts or stories you'd like to share, please leave a comment below. We'll see you soon.